Hey, how's it going? It's April 4th, Autism Awareness Month. So today we're going to talk about Juan Manuel Graciani. First, it's Friday at work, so it's dressed down. I don't have my tie on. I'll have it back on Monday. Back to Juan Manuel. So actually, my son, he's 14 now. He was not diagnosed till he was later in life, right? In December 2021. And the reason is because through school, he has something called an IEP, right? The IEP is something that's called, it's an individualized education program. It's a legally binding document that has it in schools that they have to kind of follow to kind of accommodate the learning for Juan Manuel or for your child, right? If it's like longer run tests, if he needs breaks in between, if he needs like assistant devices, whatever. So this IEP is what has that that the school knows, so you can accommodate your students' learning, Juan Manuel's learning. So he had IEP into 2021 until we like, man, he needs more intervention, right? And since he didn't have a medical diagnosis, he couldn't get any intervention outside the school. It was just inside the school. So a little part of me was, man, I didn't want him to get labeled, right, if you will, because he was high functioning, he was able to communicate, but once you get the diagnosis, that's for you forever and a day, right? So I was kind of hesitant on that. That's why we kind of delayed it. But seeing my son and what he needed, so we actually got the diagnosis. And so he did get diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And then from there, man, that opened a whirlwind of resources for him. And so through that, he was able to continue to develop. He had social groups, whatever, on Fridays. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name. It was like Friday Friends, Friday FN, something like that. He didn't give me for that, but in any event, on Fridays, he has he hangs out with some friends that are also going through the therapy, ABA therapy, the social emotional learning, and so he's building through that. So I'm gonna show you a couple of videos with Juan Manuel. One of the videos is he's playing with cars, and one of the traits are aligning stuff. So we kind of noticed he aligned all the cars, right? So I was just not diagnosing him earlier, right? And then the other video I'm going to show you, it was happened today actually. He had a presentation at his school. He's in 8th grade, and it was about autism, right? So he decided to give his presentation, dedicate his time for autism awareness. So I'll give you a snippet of them both, and then we'll talk back after.
I'm doing the video. What are you going to talk about?
Yes. Why I chose this topic? Autism, and my name is Juan, and I have autism. I was born with it, and I had some trouble learning, playing, and I would sometimes be in my own world. I would be in my own world sometimes. And I do need help. I have big sensitivities, stuff like food, and it's kind of loud and quiet. But there are remedies like hearing things better than others, and tasting better than others. But some things smell strong, and it's so much brighter too. But it can be dark, which means my autism is my own superpower. Now that is so. My goal, I want to bring awareness to autism and teach others so people can be more understanding. Accepting others. Kindness, showing love and kindness, like to show your mom, dad, siblings, grandma.
Awesome. Isn't that crazy? My little baby, he was so young, he was so small, and now look at him with a little fro, trying to get that little, for bringing back that fro. But thank you guys for checking it out. I appreciate you. Tomorrow we'll get into what is autism, right? Like the definition of it, and we'll go from there. If you have any questions, let me know. Message me. I get a lot of messages, so thank you for that. Send me a message or write in a comment as well. We can interact through that time. So until next time, guys, take care.